with another episode of Deep to Right, episode 16. I know we had a little pause break here and there, but we are back better than ever. John, how you doing today?
I'm doing well, man. It feels good to be back. I'm ready to talk baseball again. Back after our little hiatus, but we're ready to rock and roll, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Got plenty to talk about, news and notes. I mean, we got injuries, plenty injuries to talk about. I know you got a long list, studs and duds like always.
Today.
Yep. And then we got risers and fallers to finish out the show. So we'll kick it off with John, news and notes.
Yeah, man. First off, Reds get Asdrubal Cabrera off the waivers. Try and bolster a little bit of depth as they make that playoff push in the NL Central against the Brewers. You got a little bit of catching up to do. We'll talk about that in the risers fallers section. Chris Sale has been incredible since his return. He joined Sandy Koufax as the only pitcher to have 3 immaculate innings in his career. Shohei Ohtani was hit in the hand Saturday against the Padres. Will not pitch tomorrow against the Yankees. Will still hit. While we're talking about the Phenom, he also becomes the first American League hitter to go for 40 home runs and 20 stolen bases in the past 10 seasons. Man's incredible season just keeps going. He's like a minus 1,000 favorite to win AL MVP right now.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Dude's been lights out. It's in history, like we've been saying since day one here at Russo's playbook.
Yes,
This
sir.
man is the truth.
Yeah,
Now,
100% agree.
last little bit, I got a little question for you because there's something going on right now that I'm not a huge fan of.
What's up?
What do you think of the Mets players giving the fans thumbs down when they do something good because they don't like getting booed when they do something bad?
Dude.
This is so
I think we're on the same page here because it's a freaking joke.
Are we watching the Little League World Series? Are you guys 11 years old?
You know
You
what?
guys get a base hit.
It's wild too. It's wild. I mean, and you got Javi Baez who just came here 17 days ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And
like
Francisco.
No, but see, this is my thing with Francisco. Javi Baez, I believe, was the only one that spoke out today, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Francisco Lindor is still hiding it. Oh, I mean, he knows what he's doing, but he's still ducking from the media. But yet you want to send a message. It's just a little weird to me.
I'll agree with that. It's soft as shit. I can't believe that you would be willing to do that to your fans. You don't want to get booed. Perform better. It's that simple. Like, welcome to New York, Javi. I don't know what they did for you in Chicago. I get they rooted for you as you lead the league in strikeouts, but give me a break, dude.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
I mean, you can't be this phased by booing. And I stated in when the season started how they're booing Lindor after like 3 games. I was like, that's ridiculous. I never boo.
Relentlessly.
I never booed my team. Never would want to boo my team, no matter how bad they're doing. Number one, and number two, it was wrong to boo him early on. Now, through more than halfway through the season, we're almost finishing the season. He's still completely garbage his first year. I can agree if you want to boo him. I can understand where you're coming from. But
let's talk about the Mets as a whole. Forget the individual play. You guys are blowing this division. You're throwing it away. So why would they not boo you? You were in first in the NL East the whole entire year, and as just about everybody called it, myself included, that they were gonna crumble. The Mets are gonna Met. They're gonna fall apart when they need not the most, and that's what. Why would you not expect to get booed? What makes you think they should cheer for you right now?
I mean, and not only that, to add on from the previous couple weeks, I mean, Pete Alonso, when they're losing these heartbreaking games, is like, no, this is right where we want to be, right where we want to be. Don't worry. I mean, listen, and he's doing his best. He's trying here. He's at least showing up. But it's like, I mean, you guys completely fell apart. You would expect to be booed.
Look at the Yankees when they went on that 13-game win streak. Another piece that we'll talk about in a minute. but they had their key players all step up at the same exact time. And in order to win and to win consecutively, that's what you need to do. To put together a winning stretch, to win back to back to back to back games, you need to have all of your star power firing at the same time. And the Mets have yet to do that. Show me a game where Francisco and Pete and Dom and Jeff and Javi have all had great games.
Yeah,
But you get
you
some
can't.
here, you get some there. It's never when DeGrom's pitching. And then you sprinkle in all these injuries that they've had.
Yep.
It's a recipe for disaster, and you cannot win like that.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And just to sum it up, it really is such a terrible look to sit here and say, I'm going to boo the fans when I get a hit because they booed me when I was bad. Like,
Dude, such a bad look.
it's so bad.
If
It's
I were
not
a
good.
Mets fan, I'd hate Javi Baez right now. That's so soft.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and this is the thing. Javi Baez isn't going to be here next year. I believe Kevin Pillar was also doing it. He's probably not going to be here next year. The only one that's doing it and still going to be here for 10 years is Francisco Lindor. So, I mean, you really going to live with that, dude?
Right. Also, shit, are Mets fans not gonna make a fuss about this? I mean, could you imagine if Joey Gallo or Anthony Rizzo did this at Yankee Stadium? He wouldn't be
Imagine
wouldn't be able to set foot up to bat without
they,
hearing raining shit storms.
yeah. How about Giancarlo Stanton? Has not had any type of fairness since he's got here with these fans. They boo him every time, all the time. I get it. When he's in a slump, he's in a slump. It's bad. But it doesn't give you a right to boo. And he still took it like a man, shows up every day still, tries to do his job, and now he's on a hot streak and everybody's cheering for him. So
And
maybe
playing outfield again.
yes. So maybe if you stepped it up a little bit and did your job, you wouldn't have to be booed. It just Mets gonna Met, baby. Come on.
Mets gonna Met, baby.
What we got? We got injuries after this?
That's it. Yeah, you ready for some injuries? This damn laundry list, bro. We got stars on this list. We got all-stars. We got playoff hopefuls. I mean, let's get into it here. Jesse Winker, Cincinnati Reds. He's been out since August 16th. He's got a rib injury and intercostal strain. He's still weeks away from baseball activity. They're hoping for a mid-September return. Tristan McKenzie, who has been red hot as of late, almost had a perfect game that got spoiled. And it was I think 2 hour 1 out within the top or bottom of the ninth. Excuse me, get it out, Junior. Tristan McKenzie's been red hot. He should only miss one game. He's got a shoulder issue. Shane Bieber through his second bullpen session. Next step for him is incorporating all those off-speed breaking pitches. They're also hoping for a mid-September return. Clayton Kershaw is also coming off of his second bullpen session. He has already incorporated his off-speed breaking type pitches, so he should be back sooner rather than later. Eduardo Escobar of now the Milwaukee Brewers has a strained right hammy. He is progressing better than expected. He should be back around the first week of September. Who else we got? Kenta Maeda out for the season. Forearm surgery. That's happening. Tommy John is on the table. Kenta Maeda's done. We probably won't see him until around the All-Star break next year, if they're even talking about Tommy John. The man we've been talking about in this section for a little while now, Jacob deGrom. He's still shut down. MRI came back clean, revealed nothing concerning. They're hopeful he'll return in the latter half of September. Peaches!
Yo. Trying to take over injuries report, dog.
She heard deGrom and was like, what's up?
She's like, oh, I know the man.
Couple more. We're almost done. Corey Kluber made his return tonight against the Los Angeles Angels. He is pitching right now as we speak. Stephen Piscotty of the Oakland Athletics out for the season. He underwent a successful wrist surgery. And my boy Jack Flaherty, he, after 3 starts, landed back on the IL. He's got a strained right shoulder. MRI came back clean. They're hoping he's only out for around 10 days, but that's what they said last time. So we'll
Yeah.
see him when we see him. But hopefully he gets back soon.
Jeez.
Mamba mentality, bring the spark. Let's go, Jack.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a huge list of injuries, man, especially late in the
Big
season.
name.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But let's keep it moving. We got a lot to touch on. We're gonna start off with studs and duds. And I'll kick it off. My number one stud, gotta be Lewis Gill. He's the only MLB pitcher since 1901 to have 0 runs and 15 Ks through his first 3 MLB starts.
Ooh,
15 plus Ks.
that was just good enough to get him sent back down to AAA. Ooh,
Hey,
man, was hot.
bro, he's 1-0, 15 innings, 9 hits, 18 strikeouts. So I mean, as the Yankees, you were struggling as it was. You were getting some players back. I get it. But I mean, you found a key piece that is producing now. Take advantage, dude. And I get
Third.
maybe if you're gonna bring him back up for when the rosters get extended for the playoffs and everything, I'd hope you bring him back up for that, right? But you never know with the Yankees. But he's
You
been
would hope,
balling. He
dude,
deserves that spot.
he could be an incredible bullpen piece too. Or if
Yeah.
Kluber goes back down, I want Luis right back up.
Yep. That's for sure.
Number one on my list, helping the Baltimore Orioles get their first win, and I think it was 18 days. Anthony Santander. It's 11 for his last 25. He's got 4 home runs, 6 RBIs, 8 runs scored, and 3 doubles in the past week. I mean,
Okay.
their season's by far over. They just lost 17 straight. But Anthony Santander's been a huge part of that team all season, and he's been a huge part of them the past week, helping them pick up a couple dubs.
Yeah. Yeah. Not giving up. You love to see that.
That's right.
Yeah. Yeah. My number two, I got Tim Anderson. He's had 10 hits and 31 at bats, 8 runs, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, batting 344. So I mean, the dude's balling out right now. He had that 1 home run against the Yankees to win it.
Yeah,
When was that?
but it was
Oh,
it
the
was
other
at the
days.
Dreams game.
Yeah, I thought he had another one. Maybe I'm bugging.
Um,
But
uh,
either way, he's been balling recently as of late. So gotta give him his respect.
absolutely. Dude, number two on my list, another dude who's just been balling. Giancarlo Stanton like my
Yep.
daddy. What? Oh, he's 8 for his last 19 with 4 home runs, 8 RBIs, and as many hits. He's got 5 runs scored and 2 doubles. I mean, the dude was an integral part of that 13-game winning streak, and he's back to playing outfield. He's almost, I would consider, an everyday player at this point. For Giancarlo's sake. But it's good to see him playing as much as he is and
Yeah.
performing as well as he is.
Yeah, it's about time. It's about time.
Absolutely.
And I get you were trying to protect him early in the season, make sure he doesn't get those injuries, but injuries are gonna come and go with him. That's how it is. So you might
Yeah,
as well, especially when you were down bad in the beginning, you might as well ride it out.
absolutely, dude. Just
Yeah,
get him in there, get him the playing time, and it's time to roll, baby. Let's
yeah,
rock.
exactly. Yeah, another person that's rolling right now, Bryce Harper. 12 for 20, 12 hits, 24 at bats, batting 500. 7 runs, 3 home runs, 9 RBIs, OBP of 552. The guy's on fire right now, trying to help his Phillies out, man.
Brian, bro, he's a dark horse. I don't even think he's as much of a dark horse anymore. That man might win MVP.
Yeah,
His second half has been incredible.
yeah,
Incredible. Bryce has been on fire, it feels like, for months now.
yeah. I feel like that first half hurt him. He had a couple injuries here and there. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Me personally, I don't know if he that second half made him jump to the MVP race yet.
Dude, he's, I think, second or third favorite on FanDuel as of right now. He is up there.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. Uh, let's get some pitcher love in here for my last stud of the week. Joe Musgrove finds himself back on the list.
Okay.
In his last 15 innings pitch, he's got 18 Ks, only 1 earned run, 6 hits, and he just pitched his second complete game shutout of the season. So, in the midst of one of the Padres' worst slides of the season, Joe Musgrove stays hot, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, good to see. Good to see for sure. And stuff that's not good to see are duds. I'll kick it off with my number one, Jock Peterson. Braves acquired him for some help after Acuna went down. They had their injuries, and I mean, not much help right now with 3 hits, 17 at bats, 1 home run, 2 RBIs, only batting 176. Oof,
Ooh,
it's rough. It's rough out there.
it's rough out. If we're talking about rougher outfielders, somebody who's also not helping their team very much right now is Teoscar Hernandez.
Yep.
3 for his last 28, 1 walk, 11 strikeouts in the past week. He's got no home runs, no RBIs, only got a 138 OBP. That is awful. Awful.
It
You
ain't
can't have
good.
1 walk to 11 strikeouts.
Yeah. No, that is not good at all, dog. Dude, my next one, Dominic Smith. I mean, the dude is essentially playing blind out there. He's essentially walking around. That's how it's going right now for this guy. I mean, for real. He is going 3 hits and 19 at bats, no home runs, only 2 RBIs, batting 158 with an OBP of 200.
My
The
man's
guy's
going
batting
full
blind.
TV on us.
He's batting blind right now. That's how he's batting.
Jesus, dude. I feel like you've put him on here like 5-6 times this season.
No, don't make me go check again.
Bro, we'll run the tapes. Dom Smith, Jeff McNeil have found themselves on here more than a couple times.
Yeah, that's right. Listen, you know what? You got to step up, and you haven't all year. All right, so let's go.
Hey, somebody who has stepped up all year, and I honestly shouldn't have even put him on this list, and call me a jerk off for doing so, but Fernando Tatis is in a little bit of a slump. 4 for his last 26. He's got 1 dinger, 2 RBIs. He's only got a 214 OBP, and he also has 2 walks to 11 strikeouts. Fernando! Come on.
Ooh, the Padres. Oof. We'll feature
Padres
them.
riding
We'll
hard.
feature them later.
Give
Yeah,
it a couple minutes.
my next stud on the list. I'm going whole team. First time in Studs Duds history on Deep to Right. I am picking the whole team, and that is the
Just
Boston
call
Red
him out.
Sox. You got to do it. Boston Red Sox, what are you doing? You were, I believe, 9 games up on the Yankees in the wild card spot, and you are
Yep.
now sitting 8 games back behind the Rays. And what's back behind the Yankees? Plenty back behind the Yankees. I'll tell you that much.
I think 4.5 behind the Yankees.
Yeah. So it's rough out there.
2 right now.
Yeah, and they swept you with or not swept you. They beat you with the series before, and it's just looking bad for you guys as a whole. You're not keeping up. It's hard to believe you fell this hard.
JD Martinez, Alex Verdugo desperately need to step it up. I've been calling out Boston's pitching all season. Call them the Boston Mets because that's what they're doing.
Yeah, it's been bad. It has been bad.
We're about to touch on that more. I mean, it's just they're like you said, 8 games back, 2 behind the Yanks. I mean, what happened? You had that division pretty much under lock, at least the wild card spot.
Yeah, and you completely fell.
Yeah. But my last dud for the week before we get into these rising teams and fallen teams is Craig Kimbrell. We've had a couple closers on the studs, 3 innings pitched, no earned runs, 9 strikeouts, 6 strikeouts. Craig Kimbrell is quite the opposite this past week. He's got 3 innings pitched, 4 earned runs, 4 hits, 2 walks, 2 home runs, 1 big fat L. Craig, pick it up, man. It's the stretch. I need you here.
Yeah, seriously, dude.
World
that
Series
is not
cake,
good.
still hold the 9.
Still try. Tim Anderson featured in the studs from me.
That's right, baby.
He got it.
I love me some Timmy A. It's so much fun to watch.
Yeah, yeah, definitely a great player. Definitely fun to watch. But
Absolutely.
what's up? Let's move into some of our risers and fallers.
Yeah, buddy. Let's get it.
Yeah, yeah. So since the All Star break, and we got some people that have been stepping up and some people that have fallen down. So I'll kick it off with my riser. I got the Yankees. Obviously,
It's
I'm sure we both agree on that.
clear cut number one. I mean,
Yep.
they have that 13-game winning streak is the best since 1961. Let's talk about some of the production they had in those couple weeks from August 15th to August 29th. Both Aaron Judge and Giancarlo went 16 for 47. Giancarlo had 6 home runs. Aaron Judge had 3. 9 ribbies for Judge, 11 for Giancarlo. I mean, 12 walks to 5 for Giancarlo.
Hmm.
These men were on fire. Oh, both of them had an OPS above a 1.0, as well as Luke Voigt. Luke Voigt went
Yep.
15 for 38 with 4 home runs and a team best 14 RBIs in the 16 days. I mean, let's talk about the squid, the hometown hero, Andrew Velazquez.
Yeah.
What a story. The kid goes 10 for 37. We have a home run and 6 RBIs, also with a 776 OPS. I mean, come on. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
It's been wild. It's been wild. And you guys, I can't say nothing because you heard me. I didn't think it was happening. I thought they were out for sure. I didn't think they'd make this run. And here they are making the run, passing the Red Sox. Still trying to, it's still behind the Rays by 6 games, I believe.
Yep.
But hey, they're still fighting and they got that wild card spot
Got
now
that
almost
number
looking like
one
a
wild
lock.
card.
Yeah, now
Yo,
almost looking like a lock.
something needs to change because my heart cannot take a Yankees Red Sox wild card. I'll be blacked out at 7 p.m. There's no way. There's no way, Russo. I need it to
Yeah,
change.
it's gonna be wild.
Yeah, buddy, I can't wait. Another team that has soared its stock the past month, the Atlanta Braves.
Yep.
Dude, took that division by surprise. They're 7-3 their last 10. They're 4.5 games ahead of the Phillies. I think what are the Mets? Seven and a
Seven
half
and a
back.
half. Yep.
So
Yep.
they're another 3.5. Yeah, another 3.5 ahead of them. It's the Braves are soaring right now without Ronald. I
Yeah.
call them dead in the water without Ronald Acuna. They made those moves at the trade deadline, and hey, man, props to. Oh, excuse me, props to the A. That looks awesome for them.
Yeah. Yeah. I listen. I said they should be, buyers and go get it done and stuff. And they did just that with the moves they made to get it done. And obviously, it doesn't help, or it helps them with the Mets falling down as they did, flat on their face. But yeah, you can't say more good things about the Braves.
Dude, you can't. It's like you said, with the addition of Jock Peterson, Adam Duvall's been playing nicely. Who in the hell else did they get? Oh my God, why am I blanking right now? I forget. That was another outfielder.
I
Now,
know. Oh,
Stephen Vogt from the Diamondbacks they got. I know there's somebody else. But
I'm
still,
blanking.
no Ozuna, no Ronald Acuna.
Yep.
I did not think they would make it nearly this far.
Yeah.
And you saw Jock Peterson's game-ending catch the other night. Incredible play.
Yeah.
Incredible defense by Jock.
Yeah. He may be a dud on my list, but his defense up there.
Yeah, dude, incredible.
Yeah, for
But
sure. For
that
sure.
we can talk about the Reds, the Rays. The Reds are still hanging on in that NL Central,
Yeah.
trying to catch up to the Brew Crew.
They're fighting. I don't know if it's gonna get done, but they are fighting, dude. They
I
are.
don't. Yeah, they lost to the Cardinals 3-1 tonight, so I think that drops them to 9.5 games back. But I mean, still, props to the Cincinnati Reds. I hate that team almost as much as I hate the Red Sox, just because I'm a Cardinals fan. But I mean, hey,
Ooh.
they've done things that the Cardinals haven't been able to do this year. And that's,
Yeah,
overcome adversity. Your ace has a 7-14 record, and they're still in second in the division. I think only a couple games below, or either below or above 500. I forget.
yeah.
But
And
I mean, hey, man,
I'm looking at some of these standings right now. I mean, the Orioles 42 games back. The Texas Rangers 32 games back.
brutal.
The Pittsburgh Pirates 31 games back. Arizona Diamondbacks 41 games back. Like, how do these teams survive like this?
They don't. That's why they're consistently just the worst.
Oh man, yeah, it's rough
It's
out there.
mind blowing, dude.
Yeah, because some of them are some of them are close. Everybody's fighting to try and get that spot, and then you just got that one team that's just
Pretty
no
much in
thanks.
each division.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But my bad. To get back on track
No, you're
with
good,
the
bro.
you want to move to the Fallers real quick?
Yeah, let's touch on these
Yeah.
freaking duds, huh?
Well, I think we got to kick it off with the Mets. I mean,
Got it.
they're booing their own fans. They were in the first place for 90 days, fell out. Braves are now back up. Phillies are above them. It's looking disgusting for the Mets right
They're
now, looking like things are falling apart.
4 games under 500, 7.5 out of the lead of the division. They're 3-7 in their last 10. It's a disgrace what is going on in Queens right now. And Steve Cohen's pissed. Steve Cohen's going off on Twitter.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't like we talked about earlier in the show. I don't perform well, you get cheered for. You suck, you get booed.
It's as simple as that,
Simple as
especially
that,
if
my
we're
man.
saying, yeah. And like we touched on it before with them booing their own fans back. I mean, it, I'm just trying to think of how does Francisco Lindor go for another 10 years? How is this even possible? How do you mend this?
I mean I would assume that was a huge reason as to why Javi Baez went and talked to reporters and not Francisco, but he's got a that's dude, that's such a
Yeah.
bad look.
Yeah, it's
Such a
so
bad.
bad. And everybody was praising with the new owner. They thought things were going to change, and it's looking possibly worse than what it was before.
I just the same old Mets year
Yeah,
in year out.
it's a curse.
Stop telling me something's new. It's not. It's
Yeah.
not. It's all this.
And my other oh my bad. You had to say something
No,
about the Mets though?
no. I was gonna say while we're talking about the Mets, I got the Phillies on this list too.
Yeah. Yeah,
And they're just equally as responsible for this loss of the division as the Mets. They had
yeah.
it in their hands. Let the Braves come up. These both of the Phillies and the Mets can't win a divisional game to save their lives. It's you cannot expect to make it and to win in October if you cannot win these important games down the stretch.
Yeah. Yeah, and with the Phillies, I mean, the Mets, people thought like, okay, they might fall. You know what I'm saying? I said it throughout the first 10 episodes. Listen, they got to put their foot on the gas. Don't let up. So, I
Yeah.
mean, people assume they might let up because that's how it's been year in, year out. The Phillies had that chance to swoop right in and let the Braves jump them. It's mind blowing to me. Mind
Yeah.
blowing.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, what was the other team you were going to touch on?
Just retouch on the Red Sox being some more duds. I mean,
Yeah.
I can't believe they let up that 9 games up on the Yankees, really, and just completely shut down. And I mean, they're fighting for the wild card with the A's right behind them as well. But even if you make it a wild card, do you have a chance now playing with that second wild card?
I'm a
Because
firm
now
believer that
sorry, go on.
no, you're good. I was gonna say I'm a firm believer that you need 3 solid starters to make it deep into October. And I don't think the Red Sox have that. I think they're too reliant upon JD Martinez and Xander Bogaerts. I think those two names are pretty much the Boston Red Sox. I said in the beginning of the year that they were going to finish last place in the division. Now, obviously, an overstatement, But I did not like this team coming into this season, and it wasn't for no reason. Because I think they're too reliant on those two. You have a couple good games from a handful of other players throughout the season. You can put together a solid season. But I think you need to bolster that lineup and especially that pitching rotation.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
That's
you got
it,
any
bro.
other?
I got one more, dude, and it's not looking good for the Padres.
That's not. They're my World Series pick here.
2-8 their last 10. They're 15 games back.
Damn.
Yeah, fucking damn is right.
Damn. Sheesh.
In August.
Are they? No, but they're still working with the wild card, though, right?
You're actually gonna have to check that.
They're not in the wild card. The Cincinnati Reds are.
I was gonna say I don't think they are. Yeah, they're 2 games out of the other wild card spot right now. The Reds have.
Wow.
But the Reds have lost 3 games in a row. The Padres are 2-8 in their last 10. Padres are 9-15 in August. I mean, that was a terrible.
Your Cardinals are only out 2.5 out.
Stop. Stop. This is what happens.
The Mets 6.5
every year, dude. Every year.
Oh man. Yeah. No, but the Padres are bugging.
All right, so the last, what was that, 10, 20, 26 games for the Padres, 10 of them are against the Giants, 6 of them are against the Dodgers, 4 of them against the Braves, 3 the Astros, and 3 the Cardinals. I mean, that is a brutal home stretch. 10
I don't know if they could do that.
Giants, 6 against the Dodgers.
Yeah.
I mean, the worst team you play in the last month is the St. Louis Cardinals. And that's not a bad base.
Yeah. And I mean, shit, if they keep fighting, that might be a spot for the wild card.
That's a
the Padres got
schedule.
I can't believe they fell so hard. I wasn't even paying attention, I guess.
They've been like quietly falling. They're just not winning. They're just not pulling away when they need to. I mean, all right. Well, I'm going to repeat this list one more time. 10 against the Giants, 6 the Dodgers, 4 against the Braves, 3 against the Astros and the Cardinals. How do they think they're getting that second wild card spot right now?
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
I'm scared to say, but I don't think they do. Man,
but are the
that is rough.
Cincinnati Reds a better baseball team? Because I also think not.
No, I don't think so either. But are they gonna? Yeah, this is gonna be. Hey, listen, this is what we will look out for. This is what we'll be breaking down every week.
This is, bro. You guys keep coming here. We'll stay just as confused as you are, but we'll keep you up to date on everything.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You can find it on Russo's Playbook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Read up on our blogs at russosplaybook.com. John, we'll wrap it up right here. I'll catch you again next week. I'll catch everybody else next week. Have a great night.
Cheers.